Turning now to the world of religion. This is kind of a huge weekend for a couple of billion Christians around the world. It's Easter weekend. It's Sunday and it celebrates the resurrection of Jesus. Christians believe he came back from the dead after being crucified on Good Friday. The day is often observed with Mass and family gatherings. It is also the month of Ramadan, celebrated by nearly 2 billion Muslims around the globe. Ramadan is a month-long observance. Muslims believe it was during this time that God gave the Prophet Muhammad the Quran. That's Islam's holy book. The month is observed with fasting from sunup until sundown, along with praying, together with communal meals. And it's also the week of Passover, celebrated by about 15 million Jews around the world. Passover celebrates the story of the escape from Egypt by Israelites who were slaves for hundreds of years. The week is often observed with a Seder meal, where the story of Exodus is retold. Now, not a lot of local news programs talk about religion these days, but you know, we're not like a lot of local news programs. So tonight, we are going to talk with two faith leaders from our area to learn their message for this season. Bill Town is the lead pastor at Rolling Hills Church in Tualatin. It has a major campus you might have seen off I-205. About 1,000 people attended Sunday services in person, another 1,000 online. He said many of us have a longing in our lives, fundamental questions about our identity that we're trying to answer. And he says the answer is found with God.
There's unlimited things to go after to try to fill those needs. And that's what I was talking about. You know, I think our identity, do I have meaning? Am I an accident? Am I just a cosmic accident? Do I have any control? What makes sense of why are things, you know, why so much violence? Why is somebody dying in Portland, being shot every week? You know, and if there's a God, is he powerless? Does he care? You know, so I think those are all the answers we're looking for that ultimately goes back to our Maker.
I asked how he suggested people find answers to those questions. He suggested reading the Bible and learning about Jesus.
Well, I believe that he's revealed himself. He wants to be known. And one of the primary ways he's revealed himself is through the Bible. And so he's not saying, hey, know me, and now you're on a journey, but I'm not going to, you know, it's like you're at the starting blocks, but I'm not going to tell you where the course is. You know, ready to go.
I think a lot of people do feel that.
Yeah, exactly. It's the old Monty Python race, you know, for the 100-yard dash for those who were, you know, directionally challenged, you know. But, and so he's revealed himself to us in the Bible. And in, you know, and I believe God became flesh in the person of Jesus Christ. And so it's like, how would God live life on earth with difficult people and difficult circumstances? Well, I think Jesus is God in the flesh. There's our example.
The other faith leader I talked with is the senior rabbi from Temple Beth Israel here in Portland. Michael Kahana leads a congregation which has roughly 800 families.
I want to just note that this year is remarkable in that Passover is occurring at the same time as Christian Holy Week, leading up to Easter, the most important holidays on the Christian calendar. And it's occurring right in the middle of Ramadan, the most important month in the Muslim calendar. Ramadan can move around from year to year. It's not always in the spring. But this year, these three major Western religions are celebrating these themes of recommitment, renewal, redemption, all at the same time. And that gives me a lot of hope. There's something that's really beautifully symbolic about that.
I asked Rabbi Kahana what any of us can do to make our lives and the world a better place, especially with all the challenges that we face these days.
I think that the fact that we're all putting our attention into hope, that's really what it's all about. You know, the world can be lonely. The world can be difficult. We hear a lot of bad news. We hear a lot of anger and strife, and so much that's in the news is about the divisions between us. This season is really about how do we come together and recognize that we do it differently. Jews, Christians, and Muslims celebrate this time in very different ways. And yet, we can also see some beautiful commonalities. And we can all, no matter religious or not religious, we can all be encouraged by these stories of hopefulness, that there is beauty, that there is light, that human beings are remarkably resilient. And even with all of the divisions, we can also look to what unites us.
Well, whether you're celebrating Easter, Ramadan, Passover, or some other spiritual awakening, or just the fact that there are a lot of great chocolate bunnies in the stores, I hope the season brings you fresh hope. Our world certainly does need it.